If you're like me, I like to get straight to the video. Just to let you know, this is an entire playthrough up to the prison golem, so no matter what level you are, you can watch this video. First, you want to, of course, exit the cave. Then you want to talk to this guy and get his apple quest, and then start mining trees until you get 20 apples for some easy starter money. Then you want to be going into the thief cave and start mining all the copper you can. You're going to be wanting to get the copper pickaxe and maybe the copper sword if you want that too. After crafting the copper pickaxe, you want to go to the desert. Now, throughout this entire playthrough, I'm going to be mining every single ore I come across. You should too. You're going to be needing every single gem you can get because you're going to need 5 of each of them to be able to craft the gemstone pickaxe, a crucial key to be able to fight the Prism golem. Now, of course, you're not going to be mining every single one you come across because it's going to be in the way. So at least try to get as many as you can so that you can later on in the game not have to worry about grabbing all the sapphires, emeralds, or rubies. After doing this small little parkour, of course, enter this place and touch the mirror so you can get the spawn point. Now we're going to be going to the next spawn point, which is going to be the pirate cove. Follow where I'm going right now and try to avoid enemies as much as possible. Now there's no ores here, but of course you have to watch out for the many enemies because they're faster than you. Grab this mirror and head back to the desert. Now with enough ores that you've crafted so far, you should be able to craft the iron pickaxe. Now follow me to the volcano spawn. After going through these caves and up this mountain, you're going to be going in a very deadly area, so watch out for enemies. But as you can see, I have no armor or weapons whatsoever, and I'm at level 2, so you can do this at any level. So it doesn't really matter. Now you want to go to the mountain spawn. Mountain spawn is the most hardest one to get to because it's pretty far away and there's some pretty deadly enemies along the way. But of course, keep mining every single ore you come across. I jump on that guy's head for no reason. You might want to grab this guy's quest because he can give you some early XP, but it's not 100% required for this run. After jumping up here, and once again, I have absolutely no equipment, so any level can get this. You want to run across this arena, avoiding all the enemies. They are very deadly and fast, so you have to watch out. Run across this field and get the mirror inside of this outpost right here. Then you want to go to the forest. This is going to help you later on. And like I said, mine every ore you come across. You get the gist by now. I'm going to take these very few seconds to tell you to like and subscribe. I spent a lot of time making these videos. Please, please, please. Anyways, now we got to go to the observatory so you can get that spawn. Run across the beach from the forest spawn and mine trees if you want. I don't know why I'm doing it here, maybe because I wanted a fishing rod later. Ignore any hobos you see. They're very powerful enemies and they just sit down like that in their patrol phase. So ignore them for now. You want to go to the boat spawn over here and you want to head the direction that I am heading right here. Now, it's a pretty long trip, so it's going to take a little while, but as long as you head this direction, you can see the outline in the distance there. You'll get to the observatory. Now, the observatory has a way to get up it without any jumping abilities, and a lot of people don't know this, but it's pretty easy to get up there. After you get in, press the mirror, and then go to the beach. Now, I spent the hard way to be able to get to the savannah spawn. You can just go to the bridge on the troll place and get there from there, but this way is faster just if you want to go there and get this spawn, my favorite spawn by the way. You want to also go up here and get this guy's quest. Now we're going to go back to Pirate Bay. We're going to walk along the shoreline right here. You don't want to go to the ocean where you'll start to drown. Neither do you want to go along the shoreline where the pirates can get you. The pirates are very fast, so I recommend you avoid them. Talk to this bird at the very end of the shoreline and go to the cloud place and set your spawn. Now we're going to get the armor set you're going to be using for a very long time. This armor set is free and doesn't cost anything whatsoever. Walk along the shoreline like last time, get on this boat, and head in the direction I am heading in. You'll see an outline of a weird square ahead. That's where we're heading. Now travel all the way there. Listen to YouTube. I don't care. Do what you want to get there. As soon as we arrive there, this is going to be a maze. Now the maze is pretty difficult. The maze constantly changes and there's very hard enemies inside. As long as you jump over enemies, roll past the white things and everything, you'll eventually come across a very, very rare chest. Now the chest will give you the Viking set, and you can die as soon as you get it, equip it, and start fighting ogres. Now you could use the copper sword that you crafted earlier, or you can use this sword it starts you with. Either way, the ogres are very easy to kill, and eventually you'll get the Cruder's Club. This weapon you're going to be using for a pretty long while, so get used to using its heavy attacks and everything. Thief King is pretty easy now. As long as you have the Viking set and the club, you should be able to take him down. I was able to do it with the copper sword, so it should be fairly easy to do it with the club, a much better weapon. You can get other weapons you find along the way as well to kill him. Now, go to the volcano and head towards this way. By the time you have done this, you should have a pretty high level enough to be able to kill this enemy. Now, this enemy is pretty difficult, and a lot of people disagree, but you're going to have to be able to parry. And this is where you're going to learn. This guy rewards you. This guy rewards you for parrying, and you just want to parry him twice and then hit him while he's on the ground. This is me killing him with the starter sword. He is very easy if you know how to parry. And you want to be killing him over and over again to get to a very high level. This is me getting to level 9 with it. Now, equip everything you've gotten so far from the Thief King and the crabs, and kill some worms. These guys are fairly easy, and we're just going to kill them now because of the quest we need. Now, follow the direction I'm going, and you're going to need the Venezuela for this one that you get from the Thief King. Now, the magma turtle can be killed 2 ways. The first one is blocking, like I just did right there, and being able to attack him in between his attacks. And the other way is making him walk over the rubble of the buildings that he destroys and get him stuck and then hit his tail from there. You want to look up while hitting his tail because he spawns meteors halfway through. And you could also use the Venezuela to make this happen by staying right out of his range and then making the Venezuela teleport back to you in between to get him stuck. Like I said, you should be able to get the Phoenix Staff from this, and this is your crucial weapon for the next few minutes. You want to now equip the Perception perk, and you want to head to the mountain and follow where I go. This place is a lot like a maze, so just be patient, mind the ores, avoid the enemies, all the jazz of being able to be good at this game. Now you can kill the ginormous bushwalkers for the mount as well, but we don't really need it for this playthrough. I'm going to go up here and find the Ice King. Now the Ice King is pretty easy. If you feel confident, you can kill him up here, but a very easy way to kill him is to knock him down by going over this ledge here and pushing him down. You can fight him now in the arena here. Now, he is very easy here rather than up there because there's no enemies down here or anything. Watch out for his spikes that come out of the ground and kill him a few times until you get an item. I'll tell you later. Now, if you die during this fight, this is what you can do. You can teleport straight back to the mountain and resume the fight without any consequences. So, if you throw yourself at him enough times, you'll kill him. And you might be able to get a very important Icicle Rod. Now, from now on, you should be able to kill Meteor Raiders by yourself, or survive long enough to be able to kill them. Now, they're pretty difficult. As you see, I'm very close to dying here. But if you call out to the other players in the server, you could do enough damage to them and then let them finish them off because everyone wants these guys. They're very good. If you get any gems, put it on the Icicle Rod. This will buff it for later. And this is going to be our main weapon later in the game. And I put a Frost Gem on it. Now you're going to be going over here and killing my least favorite boss in the game, the Pop-Off Pirate. This guy's very annoying, but he's required to be able to get the Elite Guard quest done. So you just got to be fighting him with your melee. Keep at a distance if you're low so you can heal. But you can also parry as bullets if you're good at parrying. You should be by now if you killed enough crabs. And you want to keep his flintlock as well. Then you want to go all the way back past the Pop-Off Pirate. And we're going to be killing the Mondo Squid. Now, Mondo Squid, pretty hard enemy at this stage of the game, but it's very possible due to our overwhelmingly powerful melee at this moment. Now, you want to be attacking him during the intermission after he throws his meteors from the sky and when he throws his meteors from the ground. That's the prime time to kill him. Finishing this guy in order of all the bosses I just did, you'll be able to talk to this guy and finish the quest, and he'll give you the elite armor. Wear the armor and talk to this guy in the Cloud Islands, and he'll give you a rose. Now, the next section of this game is just going to be a little bit about XP grinding and money. Talk to this door in the middle of the desert, get his quest, and go over to a nearby explosive barrel where you can find the Raid Captain. Raid Captain's pretty easy at this point, as long as you keep your distance, walk back always, parry if they get too close, and use the ice thing to slow them down. Kill the Raid Captain, talk back to the door, and go to the temple. You want to go to the temple. It's right over there. It's not hard to get to. Remember to keep mining the ores. I'm going to keep reminding you because no one does this. Go inside the temple and follow where I go. Most of the enemies here are pretty easy. You can kill this guy to get a very good item that very rare people have. Knock open this door and talk to the prisoner. Go deeper into the dungeon and we'll be killing the snake theme, Jiggy. Now this guy is really good. No, we can kill this guy really easily with the ice spear, icicles rod. He'll constantly dash towards you, press the R ability, and he'll dash into it and take all of the damage. And this guy's normally hard to fight because he's very fast, but the icicle rod will slow him down, making this fight very, very easy. After killing him, go back to the cell, talk to him, and now we can go to the savannah, and we'll have Verdant here. He has a quest for you as well, and it's very difficult, but it gives you a lot of XP. If you do happen to want to do it, you have to kill the Shock Marauder eventually. Shock Marauder is a pretty difficult guy. I am not able to finish it alone here right now. I could do it later though. But he also has a chance to give you lightning boots, which is very handy in the golem. So get those if you can, and he'll give you a lot of money. Next is going to be very important, but pretty long as well. Go where I am going, out past the Egg Island, and you might see a big fish. He's pretty rare, but if you search for him, you'll find him eventually. Shoot him with the flintlock if you can, and bring him to the Egg Island. Now this guy is pretty easy. All you gotta do is a combination of hitting your magic weapon on him while you're healing up, and hitting with your melee in between. Now as long as you do this correctly, you can do a whole bunch of damage out, and you might be able to get the diver equipment. You don't need the diver's equipment equipped right now, but you will need it much later. Now we have to kill these crabs again until we get the Sandy Flute. Sandy Flute is going to be a very good mount that we're going to be using to get back to the Skeleton King. Now kill the enemies right outside the mountain spawn for many different ice equipments, which you're about to see here. Also kill the Ice King for the ice pendant. You might want to also go down from the Cloud Isles and swim to this island over here to get the ice race. Now we're pretty much ready to kill the skeleton. We should have every single equipment here except for the versatile oil, which you get from killing the flaming slimes within the volcano. You can find them. Equip the skill trees that I have on the offense and defenses. You don't need any in miss. And follow where I go using the crab mount. Now, if we die by the skeleton boss midway during the fight, we should be able to get back in time before he despawns using that mount. That's why we need it. Go to this thing here and put the flower in and kill the skeleton. Use the icicle rod's heavy attack on the skeleton and use the versatile oil whenever he is about to step on it for extra damage. Use whatever melee you found along the way to take care of his minions. They get in your face a lot and pretty annoying, but eventually you'll kill him, and you want to hope to get the adrenaline ring. If you don't get the adrenaline ring, unfortunately you have to do the fight again. Now we haven't been buying anything, so let's buy it all now. Go to the green apple to buy the harm star, go to observatory for the sanguine ring, and go to the savannah for the gemstone pickaxe. Hopefully you have enough gems for this part. Then we gotta go to the desert, follow where I go so we can get to the champion metal thingamajiggy. This thing will give you a very rare drop if you kill the Archmage with it. And guess what we're gonna kill next? The Archmage. Go along this path that we've gone a few hundred times now if you aren't able to get the Viking set first try. And go to the boat place, and you see an island over there that I'm heading towards. I'm gonna head over there. It's pretty tall, and a lot of people think you can get up this without a jump boost. You can't. There's literally a staircase right there. You're gonna be very careful with this guy because he does a bunch of damage with the blue attacks that come out from the sides. And you just wanna go in and out with the icicle attack, and if you have the champion's medal equipped, you'll get a very cool book. Now, if you skip to the timestamp at the very start of the video, this is where you probably are right now. This is everything you need to kill the prison golem. You get the Ice King crown from the Ice King, you get the diver from the big fish, green ring from a ring you get from the skeleton, and you have to go to the observation. Then you have to get to the shiver stone and the cone you get from killing enemies outside of the mountain spawn. You get the diamond ring from the green apple. You don't have to equip this one. It's just helpful for me because it does a lot of damage. Same thing for nerd glasses. Optional for you. Choose whatever you want, mobility, whatever you're confident with, and whatever you like to be able to kill this guy. It's what you know best. For weapons, we're going to be using the icicle rod and the clever tomb. Switch the clever tomb to the regeneration just in case you need it halfway through the battle, and make sure you enchant all of your weapons and armor and equipment to whatever you feel confident with. If you can go for damage using bright, then use that. If you want to go for more mobility, go for that, and if you want to go for more defense, go for that as well. Now for the actual fight itself. As soon as you jump in, he will notice you are there. There's no secret attacking it or anything. What you want to do is you want to spam the icicle rod's heavy attack and make him walk into it. Eventually, you'll be doing a lot of frostbite damage to him, and he'll barely be able to move. He'll be very slow, and you don't have to worry about outpacing him. just in case you do have to worry about outpacing him. That's what the Sanguine Ring is for. Eventually, you go to a second phase where you're going to have much more difficult attacks like his laser. For this, you're going to be rolling out of the way using the Pirate Ring, whatever you have within your inventory and whatever you feel comfortable with. Same strategy, make him walk into the icicles, and you actually have to watch out for the exploding crystals as well. And other than that, it's a pretty simple fight. Just take some practice and some friends, and you'll be able to kill it. And that's how you kill the Prison Golem. You can use this setup to kill a lot of bosses in the game, including Big Iron Challenge, which is very, very good in that, by the way. All you have to kill outside of the monsters I killed in this video, the big slime in the forest and the king crab in the desert. But and Granny. If you kill those 3 bosses, you're able to kill the Big Iron. But other than that, that is going to be it. I will see you guys in the next video. Hope you like Pilgrimed. Bye.